New India Assurance is also leading the rally, and I am joined by Madam Girija Subramanian, CMD, Chairman cum Managing Director of New India Assurance. Thank you so much, ma'am, for talking to ET Now. I just want to understand from you, ma'am, how big is this announcement of GST rationalization for insurance industry?
Yeah, thank you, Anurag. Yes, it's big news for the insurance industry because definitely, especially where health is concerned, it is a necessity. And I think it's come at the right time when I think a lot of noise has been created about health insurance getting more and more unaffordable. So I think this comes as a whiff of fresh air for at least the health insurance and mid segments, MSME, and all these classes of segments of our customer base, which will benefit from this reduction.
Ma'am, previously, during your all recommendation and all, insurers were pushing for 12% GST rates on health insurance premium, but now it's likely that it will be at the 5% only. According to you, the input tax credit will play an important role in it?
Yes, input tax credit definitely will play an important role because that allows us to give that entire benefit to the customer. Nevertheless, this sum that is, the premium as such would definitely come down to the extent of the reduction in GST. But the full benefit of that 5% can be given only when the input tax credit is allowed for insurance companies.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, previously we have seen that the group of ministers has also recommended that for senior citizens, there should be complete exemption for the health insurance premium. So what are your views on that, ma'am?
I also agree because that is a segment of customers that really require health insurance. And if GST is totally done away with, then the government would have done its bit in trying to bring the senior citizens into the protection cover. I think this would be a very welcome move.
And ma'am, with the GST rationalization, do you think that a country will be able to achieve that mission of insurance for all, and the insurance penetration will increase? Because presently the general insurance penetration is at only 1% and we are at much below the global average.
Yeah, so penetration is also a very big issue because of lack of awareness, or the insurance products being missold and being looked at that way by customers. So there is a huge issue on the awareness part, but that is taken care. This will definitely help in selling the product because anything that is sold at from 18% to 5%, if you bring down, that definitely will make the product more effective, but and more attractive also for the customer. But the point is, a larger issue still remains about how to bring in awareness, how to convince our average Indian consumer that insurance is not just something fancy. It is not something that that possibly you get cheated with at all times. It is something. It's a product that could come as an aid to you when you really need it the most, and it is totally different from any other financial product. This awareness has to come. So this GST reduction will surely help in making it more attractive. But I think that is the awareness part is more important.
Ma'am, my final question would be that now going ahead, we'll see that Insurance Act amendment also, which will be reality because Ministry of Finance has almost worked on it and this GST rationalization. So both the combination of both the Insurance Act amendment and GST rationalization, do you think the combination of both will be game changer for general insurance industry and insurance sector at large?
Yes, it's just going to open up the insurance industry in a very big way. It's going to open up the distribution ecosystem also in a very big way. So therefore, with all this and the GST reduction, the price, obviously, overall price to the customer will come down. So with all this, I'm sure that insurance companies will become more active, active in the retail space, and the consumers themselves will be definitely spoiled for choice. this issue remains as to how well they get informed about it and how they make the most of the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Girija ma'am, for talking to ET Now and sharing your insights about the GST rationalization announcement by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Well,
Thank you.
very interesting.